It's Rosie here, and I am starting a contortion series for you guys. So this is going to be contortion, the basics, why you want to do contortion, why you should do contortion, what you can work on, how you can work on it, what I would recommend that you do, and basically everything kind of contortion related for people who are beginners who want to get into contortion. I think contortion is only for people who are naturally super flexible. That's a total myth. Like, anyone can work on it, anyone can work towards it, and anyone can kind of perfect the basics and move on to progressing, you know, with more advanced moves. There's normally two types of people, so there's normally someone who is better at back bending and someone who's better at front bending. Some typically tend to be better at forward bends, and females typically at back bending. That's just more to do with like the anatomy of the body. Just to give a little bit of background, my background is in gymnastics, so I've trained gymnastics for what I trained for the Great British team, and I trained for about 16-17 years. I finished gymnastics at the age of 16, and from there I decided to become a hand balancing contortionist. So the majority of my training is hand balancing and contortion. I perform at events and things, and I also now do fitness modelling. But I just want to have a series for you guys so it takes you from a complete beginner, someone who barely even does any stretching, any flexibility, to then be able to work and perfect on like some of the basics. Before each contortion session, I would actually strongly suggest that you do a warm-up. So this might be like a 5 to 10 minute general warm-up, and this is just for injury prevention. As well as this is obviously going to be like guided videos in terms of what I think you should do. But for more information, I am actually a contortion coach, and I would strongly suggest, if you know you don't already have a contortion coach, you actually inquire with someone and have someone for like a set program, set structure. So I do that if anyone's interested. Otherwise, I would suggest that for your one-on-one support, so you get a bit more information in terms of like what you should actually be doing. Yeah, because that's going to really help you on your contortion journey. Once you have perfected some of the basics of contortion, you can start the exciting stuff, so you can start to make your own routines, create a contortion practice for you that starts to flow, and you're going to feel really good. It is hard training, and actually some of my clients, I've trained clients in contortion, handstands, and actually typical kind of, you know, general fitness, bodybuilding type workouts as well, and contortion training always comes as the most difficult for people, especially when you're doing lots of back bends. It's very tiring, it's very intense, but we will start off slowly, and I'd recommend spending like an hour, even up to 3 hours sometimes, just so you're getting in that practice time for your contortion daily. Another thing to bear in mind is that you do want to make sure that you're in the right environment. So the environment should be somewhere which is warm, because naturally when your muscles are warm, you're a lot more flexible, you're less likely to pull something to injure yourself, and just make sure there's also enough floor space, because if you don't have enough floor space, then it's going to be difficult to stretch. You don't really need too much equipment, and most of the exercises and things that I'll show you won't require too much equipment. But it is also quite beneficial to have like a spare wall, just so you can do different things against that wall as well. That's pretty much a rundown of what my contortion series is going to be about. So it's going to be basics of contortion for a beginner. Please give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below, and yeah, follow along with the contortion series.